I think I'm live, but I think I'm in vertical. Justina, good morning. I think we're live.
Morning.
Good morning, but we're in vertical. It wasn't meant to be in vertical. Hi, Karen. Good morning to you. Well, listen, this is where we're staying. The Sylvia Hotel. I'm sorry this video is going to be in vertical. That wasn't my goal. It really wasn't my goal at all. But hopefully you can hear us. This is the Sylvia Hotel. And I even sent this link to my mum because my mum has stayed in this hotel many, many times. So it's nice to see everyone. How did you sleep?
Really well.
Really well?
So comfortable.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
And look, now I just have to turn the screen around. Hi, Paula. Hi, everyone. Sorry, I'm in vertical. I don't know. I don't know why it's in vertical today. But and I really wanted it to be because look at that. There is English Bay. You're looking over to Point Grey. That's where the University of British Columbia is. I almost took Justine out this morning to go to Wreck Beach. Hey, do you see that boat that's racing out there? See the one going quickly? Mm-hmm. Yes? Oh, yeah. That's going out whale watching.
Oh.
Yeah. And so I have been in for a swim this morning. The outside temperature, it said, was 2 degrees Celsius. It's probably 4 now that the sun's coming up. And I just wanted to share this with everyone. And like I say, I'm so sorry that this is in vertical. There's all the ships out there. They're changing ballast before they come into the bay. And then you're looking out to the Sunshine Coast. So what I think we're going to do this morning, it's such a gorgeous morning, is we're going to take a little drive. And then we're going to, oh, there's grebes down in the water. Do you see them? 2 little grebes. Yeah, lovely to see this. Yeah, they are lovely birds. There they are. Oh, there. As soon as I zoomed in, they dived under. But we are down at the end of Denman Street. We're at the base of Davie. Now, look at the new towers going in the distance over there. So we went to dinner last night at Salmon and Bannock. What did you think of it?
It was so good. Really wonderful and all indigenous. The food was just tasty.
Well, the three of you all had bison and couldn't finish it.
It was huge.
And, yeah, I had elk. But we also had the candied salmon, which is a must. And that's the one thing to take home, too. You have to get it sealed.
To look for some of that.
You'll get it over at Granville Island.
Yeah.
I'm flying early tomorrow over to my brother's. But we're going to wander up here. Now, this is Davie Street. So really, I feel like I'm zoomed. I am zoomed. There's Davie Street right there. So Davie is the historic gay district. And I wouldn't even historically say LGBTQ because it was actually the gay neighborhood. Now, of course, it's Vancouver and really everyone accepts who everyone is as we should. So you see all the rainbow flags around, but you don't have a lot more kind of intense. It's not in any way specific because the downside to Vancouver is it's about the most expensive housing in the world. It's number 2, I guess, after Hong Kong. So that's the one challenge here. But we're heading over across the path here to the best statue in the whole wide world. Let me see. What's he opening? It's a bar. Oh, and happy St. Patrick's Day, ladies and gentlemen. And I see Paula's here from Ireland. Well, hello. and I actually received a virtual card today for St. Patrick's Day. So indeed, look at that. They're opening a bar. Well, I've worked out our afternoon plans. So here we are. So yes, I bet it's a fun day. Nice to have you. Look at this. This is amazing laughter. You, see? So this gull is having serious words with this goose. So, yes, I do hear you. I do hear all your noise. Thank you for the racket. But look at this. So this is, may this sculpture inspire laughter, playfulness, and joy in all who experience it. And this is an artist. It's Yu Mi Jun is the artist. And it's been here for a long time now. I think it's 2010, 2009. But it's himself in all the different expressions. Isn't it just wonderful? Here we are. Hi, everyone. So, happy St. Patrick's Day. Look at this. Isn't it just, it fills you with joy and happiness. It's just, you've seen it before, Justine, on my videos, and just to see it, yeah. And this building behind, by the way, I love this building. That was really one of those old kind of 1950s buildings. And they've just renovated it and painted it all up. And it just brings everything to life. And the other fun thing out here is there are actually palm trees. Like, how cool is that, hey? You know, we are at the end of the day in Canada. And it's cool. You know, are you feeling cold at all?
Not today.
No,
It's
no.
sunny. It's
Actually, I can't see you because you're camouflaged. You're in so, but no, it's just so neat to be here. And Vancouver in all its glory. And you know, I was chatting with a friend last night. Well, I saw a dear friend of mine who lives here, came for dinner with us. But I don't know when I'm going to be back in Vancouver, which is funny. So this is a new sign right here. So yeah, a Wilson family gift to provoke fun, community, and connection. So this street here, where the bus is coming down, this is Denman. Denman's the narrowest street inside of central Vancouver, and it really defines, if you say you're west of Denman, it means you've grown up in these apartments. And there's the apartment I would love to have one day. See the tree on top?
Yeah.
Yeah, that building, the base of it, is designed to mimic the rainforest. And then we're staying in the old Sylvia Hotel. First time I've ever actually stayed in there, but it's the best place to watch sunset. But Denman is really neat because it's intensely intercultural. So you've got so many little cafes and everything. Now it's Monday today, right?
Yes, it is.
So what I want to do, we're going to wander down this way, and I want to show you a few really cool things because the streets along here. Hi, everybody. And I'm sorry I'm in vertical. The button, when I set these things up, I set it to be in landscape. There's the Shamrock Bar and Grill. Oh, yes, it will be busy. Yeah, it's we're just gonna get across the street here. Safe sound. Here's an oyster bar. Do you know, I've never understood why someone would possibly open an oyster bar. I mean, they can't even sit on stools. You know? They can't sing. There's the Babylon restaurant and the Hot Spot Bakery and Cafe, Mediterranean Grill. It really is. We were saying driving in yesterday, I'm talking about all the food options here, and there's just not enough time to eat everything. Brazilian steakhouse up there. Have you ever eaten one of those?
No.
That's where it's all you can eat. They keep coming by and cutting meat off. Yeah. But what's really cool is we're going to get down a couple of streets here. And then, so this is Pendrell, but all the little streets are named after activist Canadians. And our Prime Minister, Mark Carney, was over in France, and President Macron thanked him for choosing France as his first overseas visit. Of course, historically, they would go south, but that's not what we do now. Cafe Portrait, that's quite neat. Libra, oh, that's a nail place. And there's a Vietnamese restaurant. Oh, you get your nails done if you want.
Thank you.
But yeah, and lots of coffee everywhere. Now this, it's not this one. There's a sushi restaurant up here. It's just fantastic, where they deliver it out in little trains that come out. It's really neat. Now, for example, Jepson Young. See the little lane up here? And it'll say underneath it why they're honoring the person. And it says, Dr. Peter Jepson Young, AIDS activist and educator. See on the, right? Yeah, we're just in the street. So each one, and there's one along here, Rosemary Brown, who was the first woman of color elected in Canada. So, you know, it's really pretty neat, this sense of activism down here. Good morning. See, everybody's lovely.
Really friendly, aren't they?
You've found,
Yeah.
Well, you've found that everywhere in Canada, haven't you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, very. It is. I mean, you know, it's funny. I don't. Yeah, it's a lovely market. See, if you live in this neighborhood, interestingly enough, of course, housing is a fortune here, but everything else is not terribly expensive. Oh, except booze. Yeah, booze. And good thing we haven't had any of that.
Oh, you haven't touched a drop.
Not a job. Now these streets, that's Comox. Go right down there, and you're at Stanley Park, which of course is the heart and soul. Now here's the sushi aboard, but I'm pretty sure it's closed on Mondays. So that's where you two are going to have to come for lunch here tomorrow.
Yeah.
But this is the Bullet Train Sushi. But it really is delicious. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Monday closed. So you have to come for lunch tomorrow.
Yeah, we will.
And actually, the last time I was here, I was going to take Finn there, and it was a Monday.
Oh.
Here, let's go by. Go ahead, Dad. You're welcome. Good morning. Nice little people. So it was meant to rain today. Have a look at the mural up to the left here. Isn't that just gorgeous? Yeah. It is a beautiful mural. So, good morning, everybody. It's Monday morning here in beautiful Vancouver, British Columbia. And cool, but not freezing. You're not cold, are you?
I'm not cold
No,
at all
no,
at the moment, huh?
no. I did go for a swim. I stayed in the water for 3 minutes and 30 seconds. So, but
Freezing cold
it was cold.
also.
Yeah. The water's 7. I Googled it. It's about 7.5 degrees. But in the summer, it warms up, usually by August. But again, it's the Pacific Ocean. So we're out here in the West in one of the very, very most livable cities in the world, as they say. But what's so cool about this little walk we're doing is hold your horses. And there's another Istanbul donor. Now there's the big towers up in the distance as well, see? So that is, of course, hi Natalie, I see this is the anniversary of the loss of your dad. So sending you big hugs. But it's just gorgeous through here. But when we get to the other side of Denman, we will have gone from English Bay and False Creek on the south side, and we're nearly halfway already to Burrard Inlet and the north side. I mean, that's how narrow it is. And isn't it amazing how densely packed the city is after we drove for over 1,000 kilometers
through so much space.
Through wilderness, wilderness and snow. So yesterday we were way up top. So here's Ted North. See, again, you read all the signs, and it says he's a pioneering LGBTQ activist. See, it says it just under his name, Ted, up there. Yeah. So each one of these lanes is named for someone who...
Worthwhile names.
Yeah, worthwhile names, exactly. Yep. And really, I have explored around more and seen another lovely mural over there. So it is an activist city. It was interesting yesterday, before we went out for dinner. You'll know this, what I'm about to say. We were talking to the server. We went downstairs for a drink. And then I said we're going to Salmon and Bannock, the indigenous restaurant. And this couple came over and said, we'd love to know where that is. And then I said to them, where are you from? They're from Seattle. And he said, I know, I'm sorry. but Seattle is the sister city, really, to Vancouver. I just want to show down here. See right down there? Right down at the end are the trees. There's Lost Lagoon, and beautiful Stanley Park is down there. So that's how close it is. But all I thought we would do today is just get right up to the other side of Denman. But yeah, so 3 hours north of Seattle. And I like people from Seattle a lot. Seattle has terrible traffic problems, which really Vancouver doesn't terribly. Oh, there's English Bay Wellness. I could go for a massage. So but tomorrow morning it should be nice and clear, and I'm going to be flying over to Nanaimo on Vancouver Island. Now, Stovald, this is the next name. This is Kay Stovald, and she was a seniors activist. So you always have to read the signs every time. And they all have a story. See, yeah, seniors advocate. Yeah, I don't know her. That's not a name Now this is a Japanese restaurant. Oh, sorry, noisy truck. This one famously uses brown rice for its sushi. You'll notice that hasn't really caught on elsewhere, because I did eat there and I didn't love it.
Sure about that.
Yeah. Oh, here's a Canadian beef sign. There you go. There's the Canadian beef merchandising guide. So now we've just gone up a very little rise. Is everyone hearing us just fine, by the way? Well, we've just gone up a very little rise here, and now we start down, and before you know it, we're going to be down at the water's edge, which is pretty cool. So when we get down there, next street is Robson Street. Robson Street is effectively the central street of Vancouver. So there is a main street, but Main Street is nowhere near the main section. So I can see the hearts. See this? Now remember that's in Japan? This is Korean.
Yeah.
Remember in Japan how they always had the food in the windows?
Oh, yes.
So you know what? Yeah. Oh, it's good. The audio, great.
Models of them.
Yeah, just models of them, exactly. When we get down to Robson, you're actually down in the Korean area. And there's several good Korean restaurants and quite a few of the dumpling restaurants as well. I'm just not a particularly big eater, but when I come to this city, and it's probably because I live in a small place, of course, this Brecca is a chain here of bakeries in Vancouver, and it is just delicious. I mean, really, really yummy. But it's it's all the little tasting things. But I think what we're gonna do today is I think we'll get the car and we'll drive out to Horseshoe Bay, because we don't have time to go to Vancouver Island, I'm at least going to show you where the ferries go out.
Yes.
And that is where, for you English ladies, you
Yes.
can have really fresh fish and chips. Which I won't have because I don't like fish and chips. But I think we'll do that. And then we're going to go and return the car and dump it off so I don't have to deal with the car tomorrow. But if it stays cool. So this is Robson Street. 1906, they found a film from Robson Street. And they found it in Australia, actually. And back then they used to drive on the other side of the road. So they switched over. And it showed tramways coming up and down. So if I went straight down to the other end of Robson Street, I would end up at the Terry Fox Memorial, which I need to take you to tomorrow. Yeah. So I'll take you there, and then we'll drive over the Lionsgate Bridge. But the mountains of the North Shore are looking clear and beautiful today. So, and you see this? 2 more streets, and boom, we're at the other. So we've gone from ocean to ocean. Yeah. And actually, we just walked past a vape shop, but we haven't really heard or smelt the perfume of Vancouver yet. But the perfume of Canada is cannabis. So now, here's a new building going in, and if someone would kindly gift me just about $3 million, I could get a 1-bedroom apartment in here. That's the jump. Yeah, it is. This is actually, now, I know it's funny to say, if you look down into there, they have to build, here, we're just going to come and buy it. They have to build really, really, really deep, and they have to build so deep because it's earthquake zone, right? So that's where they build in the pilings. So that'll be a tall building going up. It's called 54. It makes me think it might be 54 stories tall. No. Well, yeah. Sorry, super noisy just at the moment. Can you hear that? Oh, thank God. So, all right. Now, see people dutifully stand on the corners like good Canadians. But, oh, no. Good for, oh, no. She's right. Now, the blinking lights. See this? Blinking lights are when you don't have a cross light.
I've got you.
Yeah, so that's just one of the little funny things, that is called ethnomethodology. It's how one functions in a specific environment. So West Georgia Street down here, and West Georgia Street is the one that leads right through Stanley Park. But really what I want to share with everyone, see the distance? You can see the top of the mountains with the snow on them.
Wow.
So Vancouver, or as Douglas Copeland called it, the Crystal City, is just so incredible. Here, we'll cross over here, darling. Right? There we go. Taking my young lady hand in hand across the street. And then, by the way, this is a fun thing to do as well. You can rent bikes and cycle around Stanley Park.
That would be nice.
Well, if you want to.
Park.
It is, and it's 8 kilometers around. You have to go anti-clockwise, counterclockwise, cycling it. And there's always someone who tries to go the other way. And they're often from Brazil. Now, we have a lot of Brazilians come up here. They come up here to study English as well. Now, there's the mountains of the North Shore. So I'm just going to get everyone down to the water. So here we are. So we just have to wait. This is a busy street. Now, it's also a work day. It's a Monday. So there's 3 lanes on the Lionsgate Bridge, and one of them swings back and forth. And our chain doesn't swing, but changes over. But there's, of course, Vancouver. I mean, it is just a glorious, glorious city. And say, it is beautiful. The setting, I mean, well, they say the only city in the world where you can ski and sail in the same day. Now, that's not 100% true, because there's one up in Hokkaido, which you could do that in Japan. But this is sort of famously, there's 3 ski hills up on the North Shore. Yesterday, we were standing at Prospect Point in Stanley Park and saw an eagle, remember?
Yes.
Isn't that lovely?
I'm so excited.
Yeah, it is so exciting to see them. And there were a couple of earthquakes 10 days ago or so up here, just off the coast, because we are waiting. I mean, that's the biggest issue facing the West Coast. So, San Diego, that's a good point. San Diego, you can ski and sail. Can you? That's really interesting. I would think it's a much longer drive, because here I can be over at Grouse Mountain in 12 minutes or something. Oh, look, there's a Bentley. Why would you spend that much on a car? I don't know. I would rather tax those people and take care of homeless. And that is another very intense thing. Now, just was genuinely interested in the downside to Vancouver. And so yesterday we drove up East Hastings, which is the saddest place in all of Canada. And it really only goes on for about 3 blocks, but, intense addiction issues and, just a tragedy of tragedies. Thanks, Diane. It's nice to be back in Vancouver. So I just thought I'd bring you up. So there is magnificent Stanley Park. The statue of Lord Stanley is just up the way. But look at the snowy peaks. And so you could go right to Canada Place. It's about a 15-minute walk to Canada Place from here. But here we are at the Pacific Ocean. Ooh, something is happening in the water there. Now that might also be a drain of some sort. But look at the reflections. Isn't it just wonderful, everyone? Yeah. And there must be a hose or something under there because it doesn't keep moving. Yeah.
It's just staying in one place, you can see.
Yeah, isn't it? So this was meant to be a rainy day, and it's actually just about perfect, everyone. So gorgeous Stanley Park, 1,000 acres. Look at the lilacs are coming out already. Where I live, they don't come out till June.
It's rather cold.
It is. It was -12 at home this morning. Although I'm looking forward to getting home and skiing with all the fresh snow that's happened. So there we are. And of course, there's Vancouver, people all out jogging. It's all about health and fitness here. That is exactly, Jay, great question. It is Lord Stanley, he was the first Governor General, or no, he was the third, I think. But yes, the Stanley Cup, exactly. And if we went straight into the park, there's a statue of him. And I've always wanted, and I've Googled it, I haven't been able to find if it's true or not. But underneath the statue, it says, to all people of creeds and colors, this is your park, something like that. And I think if he actually did say that in the 1880s, that is fabulous. I mean, Vancouver's really 1875, so it's young. And this is unceded territory of the Musqueam First Nations and the Squamish. And that's very important as well. And that's why we went out and had Indigenous food last night, which was great fun. So listen, ladies and gentlemen, I just have to give you one little zoom just for the fun of it. See the snowy peaks up there? So the football team, the soccer team here is called the Whitecaps. And see the white caps on top? Of course, when the ocean gets stormy, it gets white caps as well. There, you can just about see the lions up there. Look at that peak up there. So welcome to, hey, the most beautiful city on earth, but to each their own, right? All right, ladies and gentlemen, listen, thanks for hanging out. I'm sorry this was in vertical. Keep your eyes peeled. I'll maybe put one up out at Horseshoe Bay because Horseshoe Bay is out that way and it looks so beautiful that I think it'll be worth our effort driving out there. You haven't had breakfast yet, have you? No. So we'll go out there and get something. So let's fast till then.
That's fine.
All right, there we are. Yeah, because there we are, Evan. Lots of love, everyone. Take care. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.